Welcome back, everyone. As you can see in front of you, there's two envelopes. One is a PWE and the other a bubble mailer. I already know what's in these. I am super excited to have them. They're actually both from the same, I bought them from the same person. The envelope at the bottom I bought first, and then he came back to me a day later, told me he had the envelope at the top, so I went ahead and picked those up as well. So, oh, there's my alarm for the Go GTS live show starting in 15 minutes. But anyway, this, I've got a lineup of videos to post over the next few days, but I was really excited. I actually got the bottom envelope on Monday, I believe. The top envelope didn't come until today because it was sent, like I said, it was just sent regular first class in a plain white envelope, so it took a little while to get here, but I wanted to open them together. So I don't know how much you guys know about me and what I collect. What you've seen a lot on here is not kind of where I put a lot of my focus and my time and attention. I love old cards, but I also collect things that are from my youth and stuff, so that's a lot of what you've seen so far. So anyway, let's take a quick look here. First, envelope. My Steel City Collectibles box cutter. I love this thing. Alright. We got in here. I say what do we got in here like I don't know. And there you can see it on the front. It is a couple of T206 cards. I picked these up in a Facebook group I'm in. I don't do a lot of the Facebook groups for cards, but I make an exception because I was turned on to a good Facebook group that is tobacco cards. So I'm in there, and that's what we got. So I'm not going to sit here and continue to pull the tape off. So the first one we have is a low-grade McElveen, I guess is his name. And it looks to be a Piedmont back, which is obviously one of the more common backs. I'm not sure on the 350 and then the factory. I'll have to look and see if there's anything special about that. I'm an analytic guy. I like those kind of things, but man, I have had trouble digesting all the different things about the T206 cards. So this is definitely my favorite of the two. So yeah, you can see it's damaged there, but I got it for a good price. And this, I believe his first name was Bill Clymer, but this subject was actually the first T206 card I owned. Back probably around 2000, 2001, I was dating someone, and her last name was Clymer, and I was just looking at T206 cards one day, and I was like, oh, that's cool, so I bought it. Somewhere along the way in one of my purges, it got sold off, so I don't have that anymore. But as I was talking to the gentleman that sold me this, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, I've done a back run of Scoops Carry. He only has 4 backs between the T206 and the T213 set. But Clymer here has a lot more, so what I may do, just as a little subset, a little fun project, is try to get as many of the different backs as I can. It's just a different way. That's what I love about T206s. It's not just collecting a set, or there's so many ways to collect. You can collect teams, you can collect backs, you can collect players with back runs. There's so many ways to collect these, and that to me is one of the fun things. So this is my first again, so I hope to pick up, I'm going to start searching for some more of these, I've just been buying ones that, are lower price, because I'm just looking for quantity over quality so far. But now that I've got another focus of something I can do, and do relatively cheaply, I mentioned the Scoops Carry back run, and I also want to do Woody Thornton, but those are Southern Leaguers, which are more expensive, tougher to find, and the two of the 4 are extremely tough and expensive. So this is one that I can do a little more cheaply, have a little more fun with. So that's the game plan on that one. So I'll give you a guess real quick of what's in the other envelope. Yep, you guessed it. More T206s. Go. Blue tape, blue tape. Let's just rip it. So the first one is a Thielman. Couldn't tell you a whole lot about it, but I know that I looked it up when these were for sale. I looked it up, and this is one of the more scarce cards in the set. I want to say it's in the top 50 most scarce cards in the set. Maybe it's just outside the top 50, but it was a relatively tough card. There's 524 subjects in the set, so he's pretty much in the top 10 percentile of the toughest subjects to find. I'm wondering if it maybe is miscut a little, or a little bit trimmed. Yeah, it looks like it might be a little trimmed. You can see it's just a little bit smaller than that climber. That's okay. When I was just looking at it, yeah, seeing how small the bottom border is, and then the top border being, I'm thinking that top is probably trimmed. It looks, yeah, or maybe both. Actually, maybe both of them. Anyway, not a worry. Those things don't bother me because, again, I'm looking for quantity over quality and grade. And it's a sovereign back. Obviously, you got a lot of paper loss there, but this is only my second sovereign back. Those are a little tougher to get than you saw the Piedmont and the Sweet Caporals on those first two cards. These ones are a little tougher to come by. It's a tougher subject, so, for the price I got it for, I'm extremely happy. And there we go. So that was number 3. And finally, card number 4 is the Woody Thornton SGC graded 10. I love SGC graded cards. I was listening to one of the old Steel City Scoop podcasts, and he was talking about SGC holders and the black borders and just how much better it makes a lot of stuff look, and I agree. My Scoops Carry run that I said I have a run of all 4 backs, and they're all in SGC holders. Now I have some raw copies too, but I wanted to do a run in the SGC holder. So like Scoops Carry, Woody Thorne also played at my alma mater of West Virginia University, so that's why I'm collecting those guys. Of course, the 2 guys from West Virginia are Southern Leaguers, which means they are much more expensive cards. Funny how that works. So anyway, when I first saw it, I saw that it was 10, SGC 10, so basically 1 grade. And I looked at it and I thought, well, that's in pretty darn good shape. I did not see that little hole down there. Doesn't bother me. He pointed it out to me before I bought it. I was like, why do you think this graded a 1? He's like, oh, there's a hole in it. Hadn't even seen it. Didn't care. It's number 1. It's a good looking card despite that. And it's the Old Mill back, which is the second easiest of the 4. Actually, there's only 3 T206 backs, and then there's a T213, which is basically the same card with a coupon cigarettes back, but I honestly consider those part of the T206 when it comes to my back run. So this is the second easiest of the backs to get, so I should be able to get the easiest one. It'll probably cost me right about in the range of this one because this one has that hole, but it is a beautiful card. So anyway, I see I'm almost to about 10 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully you like the look at it. Love seeing my T206 cards. Maybe I should start doing those separately because I've had a couple of them in my T206 Mail days, but nobody's really commented on them, so maybe doing them by themselves is the way to go. So anyway, if you like the video, please give me a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. You can find my website at beansballcardblog.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at beansbcardblog.com. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day whenever it is you view this, and happy collecting, y'all.